ఏమైంది? ఎందుకు ఇటు వచ్చారు? వీళ్ళకే చెప్తావా టీచింగ్? ఈ పిల్లగా ఇంకా వస్తారు.
We're focusing on learning different art and craft which children can't learn in normal school studies, like handwork, something like different than normal school routines.
Start changing now.
అదిగదిగో లైట్ అదిగదిగో లైట్ గొడుగుడ్డు వైట్ గొడుగుడ్డు వైట్
ఎగురుతున్న ఫ్లైట్
ఎగురుతున్న ఫ్లైట్
ఎవరెస్ట్ హైట్
ఎవరెస్ట్ హైట్
నేను చెప్పిందే రైట్
నేను చెప్పిందే రైట్.
Because I feel like right now children whoever goes to schools and colleges here locally, they will only get certificates, and other than that they will not have any skills. So I thought we should have some extra skills than only studies, and that's also one reason why we started. And also to be more aware of nature, like why we should be very sensitive to the nature and all that. We want to try and understand together about nature, why it's very important to plant trees, like whatever related to nature. So that's also we were trying to help, and also we have been planting like last 3 years. Yeah, we just started, so it's going well, but I'm not forcing any children to come here. They have to come here on their own. So they have been coming and it's going well.
రోజు మేము సాయంకాలం లర్నింగ్ సెంటర్లోకి వెళ్ళి కొత్త కొత్త విషయాలన్నీ తెలుసుకుంటాం.
We made soap here like 1 month back. So all children were very excited. Aloe vera soap, castor oil, coconut oil, caustic soda. Instead of buying from outside, spending money, and also we'll get plastic now with the soap. So that will be good to make our own soaps in the village itself. Not only soap, but we are planning to make daily usable things like dishwash powder, washing clothes powder, all that. so that we can reduce plastic buying from outside. So that's also we have one plan, but we have to see.
మళ్ళీ ఎవరు ఆ బుక్ మళ్ళీ అది సార్ పెడుతుంది
నేను డిగ్రీ ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ చదువుతున్నాను. రోజు నైట్ 7:30 to 9:30 లర్నింగ్ స్కూల్కి వచ్చి పిల్లలతో స్పెండ్ చేస్తాను. పిల్లలంటే రోజు స్కూల్కి వెళ్తారు, చదువు అయితే మామూలుగా నేర్చుకుంటారు, ఇంకా ఏదైనా స్పెషల్గా నేర్పించాలనేసి ఇటుకి లర్నింగ్ స్కూల్ పెట్టినారు. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఎప్పుడు చదివే కాకుండా ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ గురించి ఇంకా ఏం జరుగుతుంది అంతా నేర్పిస్తాం. ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు సొంతంగా ఇంకా పర్యావరణానికి సంబంధించి కొత్త కొత్త విషయాలు నేర్చుకునేదానికి, ఇప్పుడున్న వాతావరణంకి సంబంధించి ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ మొత్తం దానికి సంబంధించి ఇంకా ఫ్యూచర్లో ఇంకా అలా ఇప్పుడున్న దానికంటే చేంజ్ చాలా చేయాల, అది అందరికీ తెలుసు. దానికోసం ఇప్పుడు పెద్దోళ్ళే చేయాలంటే అయ్యలేదు, ఇప్పుడు ఉండే చిన్నపిల్లల నుంచి కూడా దాని గురించి తెలుసుకొని అదంతా ఇంకా చేంజ్ చేసేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది అనేసి ఇప్పటి నుంచి పిల్లలకి దాని గురించి తెలియజేస్తున్నాము. వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇంట్రెస్ట్గా అంతా నేర్చుకుంటున్నారు.
టీచర్ గారు నిన్నేమో మా ఇంటికి చుట్టాలు వచ్చారు, నన్ను పిలిచి నాకేమో బిస్కెట్లు ఇచ్చారు. మా ఊరు వస్తావా జాతరుందన్నారు, జాతరకు వెళ్ళాను బొమ్మలు కొన్నాను, బొమ్మలతో బాలబడి ఆడుకున్నాను. గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ పిల్లలారా, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ చెప్పాలమ్మా, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ లేవంగానే గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ పొరపాటు నీదైతే సారీ చెప్పాలి, ఉపకారం పొందాక థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పాలి. వింటారా మేము చెప్పే ముచ్చట్లు, అమ్మతో ఊరెళ్ళి గారెలు తిన్నాను, మా అక్క పెళ్లికి కొత్త బట్టలు కట్టాను, నా పుట్టిన రోజుకి ఆటలాడుకున్నాము, అందరికీ పంచాను, నేను కూడా తిన్నాను.
ట్యూషన్ అంటే పిల్లలకి ఎప్పుడు స్టడీస్ చదువుకోవాలా, స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళాలి, ఇంటికి రావాలి, మళ్ళీ ట్యూషన్కి వెళ్ళాలి, చదువుకోవాలి, ఎంతసేపు స్టడీసే ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళకి ఏమన్నా ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండేటివి కానీ ఇష్టమైనవి కానీ పేరెంట్స్తో చెప్పడం చేయాలనుకోవడం అనేది ఏమి ఉండదు. ఫుల్ ప్రెజర్, ఎప్పుడు బుక్స్ టీవీ మొబైల్ ఇవే ఎక్కువ యూస్ చేస్తారు. అలా కాకుండా ఇంకా నేర్చుకోవాల్సినవి చాలా ఉన్నాయి. ఇది కాదు లైఫ్. పిల్లలకి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉండేటివి, వాళ్ళకి నచ్చినవి ఫ్రీగా చేసుకోవడానికి ట్యూషన్ రన్ చేస్తున్నాం. దాని ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం అయితే అదే. ఇంకొకటి వచ్చి ఈక్వాలిటీ. అమ్మాయిలంటే ఇలానే ఉండాలి, అబ్బాయిలైతే ఇలానే ఉండాలి అని ఎక్కువ పార్షియాలిటీ చూపిస్తారు. ఒక అమ్మాయి ఒక అబ్బాయి మాట్లాడుకోకూడదు, అలాంటి వేరియేషన్ చాలా ఉంది. అలా కాకుండా ఇద్దరు ఈక్వలే అని ఫ్రీగా బాగుండొచ్చు అని చెప్పాలని ట్యూషన్ రన్ చేస్తాను.
రౌండ్ వెనక్కి ఏ వెనక్కి తిప్పురా, అట్లే వెనక్కి తిప్పు.
మేడం అదే మేడం
Ragi. This is the native crop that we put from the generations. Very healthy also. So villagers actually like to eat all the time. So every day morning we will have ragi mudde. And also from this ragi we make ragi kanji and ragi rottes and all. Yeah, very tasty millet.
Health benefits.
Health benefits. Ragi millet is also very healthy. Even if you drink in summer time the ragi kanji, it makes your body more cooler. So this is bajra, the native variety of millet. So this bajra our grandparents used to eat every day as a muddai. So they eat with ghee, honey when they go to the trekking with the cows and all. So it actually they say they were very strong by eating this. So yeah, and also this one interesting thing is this bajra when they grow, so only one person cannot grow. If one person grows, the parakeets will come and finish the whole crop. So villagers together they have to sow them once. So this is the hybrid variety and this is the native variety. So look at the difference, how the size varies.
Use only chemicals, then only crop will come good. So the soil is fully addicted to the chemical. If you put chemical, then only crop will come so nice. So someone has to show them from the beginning, like how to do organic farming properly and all. And also now there is so much, and now everyone is realizing that chemicals has been affecting so much. Like sometimes people will get very bad stomachache and not big things until now, but they are able to sense the effects of chemical farming. Now they are while we use chemicals, many honeybees are also dying. Even children saw one big honeycomb just fallen on the honey. Here local farmers know that while they are using chemicals, even they observe that many honeybees are dying, but they are sad about it, but still they don't have any choice to control that, because they think only the way is doing farming we have to use chemical. So they are very particular about that. That's very. We are the one who came lost in the evolution, and we are destroying so much. So honeybees are very important for the forest and for all the ecosystem, for the trees, for everything. They are the main thing in the ecosystem.
I'm very much against to this crop. I don't like this tomato crop.
Why?
It's not grown. It's not our cultural crop. This is more like commercial crop, and like all other places they use so much of chemicals, which is like very super threat for the honeybees and all that. Many honeybees are dying just because of tomato crop.
So why did you choose to cultivate
My
tomato?
family, we had some debt that we have to pay back. So just to get some commercial help, they planted this tomato crop.
So it's like a temporary thing. Like how many years
Yeah.
have you been?
It's a 3 months crop. My grandfather, he never planted tomato. Only my father started growing this crop. So we have been growing this crop last 20 years like that.
Is it affecting the soil or anything, environment?
But compared to other say villages, here we are not using that much chemicals, very less. But outside and all, they use so much of chemicals. But here we are trying mostly organically. But still, crop is coming okay only, but not that much. Here they are growing some sweet potato, and also in between tomato plants we planted sweet potato stems. So once tomato is over, then this other crop will take over. And also we are growing some brinjal and amaranth and some chilies, brinjals, corn, and sorghum millet, and this sweet potato. And we planted some papaya trees around the tree garden. And we are growing some native variety of groundnut. And we are growing rosella, ladyfinger, cluster beans, and different greens, and red ladyfinger, and also that vegetable called tomatango, that corner.
So do the birds affect the other crops, or is this the foxtail millet?
No, not like vegetable cards and all, they will not do anything, but
But-
only some millets they will come.
But why do they have preference for that? Any idea?
Yeah, because these crops have been coming from generations, and also it's our cultural crop. Also it's part of nature actually, all these millet crops, because they grow just because of the rains. They are like rain-fed crops.
So you don't have to irrigate, you don't have to put extra water.
Yeah, and also very easy maintenance. You just have to sow the seeds and again go and harvest. It's not that it's not like we have to do so much work for the millet. They almost grow naturally.
millet is called foxtail millet. Sparrows and silverbills, they are feeding on this millet. They'll store all these millets for their as a food for a long time. And ఏం చెట్లు మావే?
వంకాయ చెట్లు.
వంకాయ చెట్ల
చేసేది
అట్టే ఉంటాయి వేసిందే
గెడ్లు వంకాయ చెట్లు అవుతాయా?
కావేమే
అవుతాయి. గెడ్లు తెచ్చుకోవచ్చునా?
ఎన్నాళ్ళ నాటివే?
20 రోజులు అవుతుంది.
20 రోజుల అంత అంత ఉంటుందాడా?
ఎకరా ఉంటుంది.
ఎకరా ఉంటుందా? ఎంత కూలి అలాగే ఒక రోజుకి?
200.
200. మధ్యాహ్నం అన్నము
కోసుకొచ్చి బండని వేసి కొంచెం ముగ్గ పెట్టి
ముగ్గు పెడతారా?
ముగ్గు పెట్టాలి దీన్ని. ముగ్గు పెట్టి మళ్ళీ ఆవులతో దొరికిచ్చి మళ్ళా తినేదానికి కూడా బాగుంటాయి ఇవి.
బియ్యం ఆడుచుకొని దోశలో ఉండి వేస్తారు ఉంటాయి దోశలు.
ఇది షుగర్ వ్యాధి అదంతా మేలు ఇక పర్లా.
pesticide spray that we made recently. It's called Brahmastra in Telugu. So we have to collect 5 different types of leaves like Sitafal, Pungamaya, and Neem, and castor leaves and Datura leaves. So every one variety we have to collect 2 kg of each leaves, and we have to pound all the leaves as like a little bit of paste kind of thing, and we have to add cow urine into that, like 20 liters of cow urine, and we have to boil until it's come out, until it's fully boiled. Then we have to store it in most like shady area, and this one we can use it for all the vegetable crops and rice fields as a pesticide sprayer.
So what's the difference between the regular thing that you buy?
That one is more dangerous, no? Even if you smell this, even if you it's like even if you somehow it goes to your even if it's come into your food, it's not like dangerous. It is safe. Only it keeps away the pest, even if it doesn't kill the pest. But the other chemicals are very dangerous. You can't breathe, you can't smell, anything can happen to your body. So this is like more natural spray for the crops.
In a way, it's more like a primitive technology. Like it's not as much a laboratory science.
Yeah.
Groundnuts we harvested recently, and we carried from some distance and brought our stuff here. And later we will separate the groundnuts and the grass.
Like 3 years back, I was inspired from Maradona, so I came back to village and started keeping nursery. So we go to these local hills and collect native variety tree seeds and germinate them in the nursery and grow saplings in the nursery, and every monsoon we plant them here. The trees here on the hills, some are like endangered species like Jala, it's called Shoria, Burgoria, something like that. So that's been quite endangered species. So we want to conserve those kind of endangered trees by collecting seeds and planting them here and stuff like that. This hill it's called Gadar Gutta. So Gadar is one, it's called Devadarni tree. So now we don't have not even single trees there, but all the root stock will be there. If you start protecting here this hill from the fires and grazing, they might come back. So that's what we have been trying last 4 years. So last 4 years there was fire, but we have been stopping the fire.
This is our tree nursery. So we try to germinate all the local saplings here. Like we go to hills and collect seeds, and germinate them here and make them into saplings. And every year in the monsoon we start planting them on the hill behind our village. So we have been doing this for last 2 years. First year we planted about 600. Second year about around 700. And this year we planted about 100. And some we planted on next to the roadsides. So children also very much involved in this. For planting they'll come and help. And here also transplanting the plants into packets, refilling the packets, all that work, children will come and help. Even youth also sometimes they'll come and help. So yeah, some species on the hills, they're kind of like endangered species. So we're focusing on them to plant those kind of trees a lot. ఏంది కారు ఏమైంది కార్కి మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడుండే ఇండ్లకి ఆ ఇంటికి ఏం తేడా
ఈ ఇండ్లకు ఇప్పుడు ఈ మోల్డింగ్లకు బోధ ఇంటికి తేడా ఏమిటంటే బోధ ఇండ్లలో ఉండే సౌకర్యం మనకు ఈ ఇళ్ళల్లో రాదు. దాంట్లో గాలి అన్నీ స్వచ్ఛంగా వస్తాయి. మిద్దులో ఫ్యాన్ వేస్తాం, దాంట్లో ఫ్యాన్ అయిన అవసరం లేదు. ఆ బాధ మనిషికి కూలింగ్ ఇస్తుంది, అది దాంట్లో ఉండేది. ఇప్పుడు కింద మట్టి వేస్తాము, ఎండాకాలము వెండక చల్లగా ఉంటుంది మట్టి. మళ్ళీ చలి ఇప్పుడు ఇట్లా కూలింగ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు దాంట్లోనే వేడి వస్తుంది.
ప్రకృతి బాగా సంబంధం ఉంది,
సంబంధం లేదు, ఇది మనం సృష్టించుకోండి. అది దాంట్లో తేడా.
So this is the learning center. So we build with only like local material. Only outside little bit of cement we have used, but the walls and all we didn't use any cement. So we built the walls with red soil and sand, and we did plastering with the limestone. And outside we have used some red oxide, and inside on the floor we have used red soil, sand, and we used jamun bark and jaggery. We soak them in water for some time, and that water we have used on the floor. So it will be useful to keep the floor cool in the summer time, a little warmer in the winter time. So roof and all fully used coconut leaves, bamboo, lemongrass, eucalyptus wood, and workers. So I think every day I had to give liquor to the workers, otherwise they were not able to work. They are fully addicted to the liquor. Sometimes they will work very well with the liquor, sometimes they'll be rolling here, but without liquor it would be quite difficult to manage them. So I kept this one. Something happens to the cows and they will give some money, but hardly nothing happens for the local cows. Only Jersey cows will die sometimes, but these cows will very rarely sometimes.
So these are the local breed, or?
Yeah, it's called Hallikari breed, local breed.
All of them?
They are meant to be very short and not very height, so that they can climb up the hill very easily and come back very easily. So yeah, they are very adapted to this local area.
So this one doesn't have the tag?
I think probably born when they give tags. This is the youngest one of the group. And this one leads the group sometimes. It will go in the front.
In front of the big ones?
Yeah.
What's his name?
He is the big one. No names.
No names. Sorry.
We have 17 cows. It's very difficult to name all of them. Intelligent cow. She knows every path, how to go, where to go and eat good grass. A very wise Twice late, sorry. Sometimes even if you miss the path, you just follow her and she will bring you to the home. You know, when they'll all the time sweat on their mouths.
They'll?
Touch here very easy.
But
you can see all the sweaty stuff.
What is that, sweat?
Yeah, sweat. You know, they doesn't sweat here, that means they're not healthy. They have to be sweat all the time here.
So what do you do if they're not sweating there?
We have some medicines, we give some medicinal leaves to the cows when they are sick. Last time I there. Aku baru bos kemarin na. Aku उसको बात कर लिया नहीं. Ready? Come better.
Should I keep this one inside?
Sorry?
Should I keep this one inside?
This one here.
Getting close to victory.